Illinois insurance companies may soon be required to cover all medically necessary colonoscopies. The State Senate Insurance Committee passed a bill requiring colonoscopy coverage beginning in 2026. Insurers are currently not only required to provide coverage if the procedure is part of a follow-up exam recommended by a primary care doctor. The bill would require coverage if a patient displays signs or symptoms of colon cancer or has an existing colon condition regardless of their age.